Dylan, I really didn't want to do this. Today it was what I saw in the parking lot at Walmart. Racism, how this black lady acted with her kid, and this woman acted with her kid, and it put me in a situation where then your employees doing things they don't supposed to be doing, right? Saying stuff, trying to play with my mindset and throw me off track. I have warned all of I have warned every last one of them to stop playing with my mindset. And right now, your employees pushing the button. They pushing the button with the behavior. And right now, if you warn people, if you giving people warnings, playing with the mindset and don't think texting and doing all of that, what you're doing is, I'm really don't got time. The little customers in the parking lot, I'm really a good person. I'm really a good person here. And I'm really not trying to be a mean guy. None of that. The way that lady acted up in the parking lot was wrong. And I'm really trying to be a nice guy here with a lot of people. I don't deserve the things I deserve. You don't want to change the racism. Your employees really think they can play with my mindset and get over it. You really think your employees can play with my mindset and get it over with? You really think that? You really think they can play with my mindset and not have a consequences for their action? And the same thing with Dallas and that courtroom with their lying behavior with Yellow 3. Now, I said, people gonna say, hold up. People gonna say, equal to three. Are you gonna tell me my Canadian lie is equal to three? Levels up. Hey, they doing stuff wrong. What the hell going on with this one? Why I can't do that? What's the problem? Right? What's the problem here? This man want to talk. I ain't lying nothing. Everybody want to throw it in hide secret. Ain't nobody doing none of that. I got to deal with that, and I got to deal with this, and I don't have time when I'm fighting for myself, and I'm the only one that's fighting with God. I'm the only one that's fighting against your racism and your thing and whatever you're standing for. And people think they can just no. I'm the only one that's standing for something. But I'm not gonna take your employees out trying to play with the mindset and get a reaction out of me. They really got some problems. Hey, tell them they acting normal. We don't see demons over here. We don't see demons. I want you to know something. We don't see demons over here. I need you to know something. Devil don't exist over here, partner. It don't exist over here. So I don't need a woman, and I don't need these women, and I don't want to be with. They want to act some type of way and act fishy and behave wrong and energy off and playing with the mindset. Ain't good energy around me. I don't want to be around that. It's a lot of negative energy, and you're playing with my understanding. You're really playing with me. You have crossed the line, and you're playing. Your employees got a problem, and your employees got a problem, man, and they need some help. They really need some help. I want nothing to do. Let me tell you something. I'm starting to not have wanting nothing to do with you and your racist company because you denied me, and I should not have to be questioned. And God should have never had to been questioned. When I asked you that you don't need my help, you denied God with your racist lies. So really I really didn't like the mindset games. Today a lady tried to play me today, and she a Sagittarian horoscope. She said, I believe in. I don't want nothing to do with you. God don't want nothing to do. But this is a politic war, right? People gotta eat and take care of their family because they really don't care about God. They care about the money. That lady that acted up with the jeans with her man. I didn't like the way she acted with racial intent. So I had to file a civil rights complaint on you in the state of Texas. I don't need you. Our own government take us for granted, and you take us for granted too, and you betray God and what you understand, right? I can rap and do a lot of things, but you betray God or what you understand, right? To bring you to racism, right? But you stand with them. You think I care? All these women so attention. You think I care? Let me tell you what they don't have. They so care what people think and looks, but they can't see a real man and see something real while they listen to something fake and be with something fake. They need them, but they don't need God. They need man, but they don't need God. That's something you will never understand. I'm telling you, employees, to stop playing with my mindset. And they got a lot of community acting ass too. Now, I told that lawyer no. I told her no. I told her no. Your behavior, antagonating the mindset, playing with it. You're going to have to do better than that, racism. You're going to have to do better than that, that people that care about themselves in America and the communities. You really got some problems, man. You really care about yourself. Governor Abbott, you really got problems. Your state got problems. They really care, but they really got problems, right? Right? You really playing with the understanding of God. I don't need your help. You race just like that black guy. Walmart shouldn't have betrayed me. They betrayed God when they said they didn't want God. They betrayed God. That's the difference between that. You let God down. But let me tell you, when God told Moses to paint the wall with blood, he knew the unbeliever was going to believe. You have that flag up and you still don't believe in God. I know what you are. I know what you question every day. I know what you question every day. You haven't seen God. You haven't seen him and you question him. Why have a flag up? You put your faith in people, but you don't put your faith in God. You don't cry out for him, but you cry out. You cry out for those things. What's the sense for all of that? When you cry out for those things. What those things is, and you don't understand those things. He questioned God. They questioned God. And then you want to come back, and I don't want you either. You question God with the ability that God did. But you're human instead of playing with my mind, saying nothing wrong. Baby, stop playing, baby. We got a lot to learn. You in my way. You're black people with your stubborn behavior in my way. And this dude gonna come, this kid, sit your hate yourself up when you're in it for yourself. How you like it when Governor Abbott go to jail and the mayor goes to jail? And they let the legislators stand in their spot and let them stand in their spot. Let them do and they take from me. And that lawyer and that judge, what they give to black racism, right? Hey, I don't like my mindset being played with. I want everything that came back to me. And the way you get to those liars in the city, and you give to a woman, look, Kiki say, look at it. She say, I'm a liar, right? While you give to them. I show no love for you and your hatred and your lies. And now that judge trying to break the code, trying to betray God with his race and the guilt of black, and white and give to them. They don't love me. They love Yellow Breeze. They love the money. Watch they betray God. Watch Boosie and Yellow Breeze. He have no love for me. Look what you're doing. You said you didn't need my help, but you lied to me. I can forgive family, but you ain't. You're a racist. And the black people got a problem too. I don't like the game that just been played in that Walmart. Out that black man. And then they're going to try to do something again. Look at it. Now, let me tell you something. I told that judge and I told him in the Justice Department, you going, and they still willing to define that. You're going to call me up there for my money. You can forget your hatred and your lies and your racism. Baby, I don't care if a 9-person invest in me. I don't care if a 9-person investment, you can have it. But God don't want to walk amongst you and don't want to be a part of you. And Walmart is always about profit. It's always about profit. Keep caring about yourself, you racist. You will never believe in me. God said, as long as I live, you will never see the heavens. As long as I'm here. And you will never understand me. See, let me tell you what the senators don't realize something. God have sight, which you have. You got sight and you still go against it. You put your faith in the people, but you don't put your faith in God and God's sight and what he have done in this earth and what time and time in history have done. But God said, how can we understand those things when people are being fake with God? In the courtroom being fake with God, Governor Abbott and the rest of them. God said, leave me alone. We want nothing to do with you. But they had like little Kiki, Dallas, South Dallas. Kiki say, I'm a liar. You calling God a liar? Oh, what they do. What they do when they give to them. What they do when they give to them. What do they do when they give to them? What do they do? Look at them caring about them. Look how they acting. Look how Governor Abbott just tossing us to the side. Look how Senator Ted just tossing us. Look at them. Look how they acting. Look at it. Look how Trump acting. Look at them. They take their gifts for granted. Look at them. And when somebody step up to the plate and they meet their match, God said they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Look at you. You can't handle it. When God said you meet your match, you can't deal with it. You can't handle it. You go on your lies and they can't handle it. Oh, man. They call me evil because God gave me more gifts. What to say with that? That's the same employee that would treat me bad at 2996. And they call me evil because I won't let them treat me bad. Look at them. Look at them all coming up. Look how they give to them. And then they fear me. They fear me in the courtroom, still willing to do lying stuff. I want no part of it. And then Joe Biden, but his caring about his community and care about them, I can't get a word in, right? So I had to tell the Justice Department I leave. I got family. And baby, what can't do when you ain't getting your justice yet? You have to live at a racist hotel and thing keeps going up. When they want you to live on the street, racism wants you to live. What can you do when we don't understand it? Oh man, I'm having a deep time. Hey, you really got something going on. Time is ticking. Time is ticking. You're still trying to play me. I know more than I know. Time is ticking. And God said, my enemy is watching. And you still want to lie? And that judge, instead of trying to play me, that lawyer, my lawyer trying to play me. Her race his ass. With the state attorneys in Texas, Governor Abbott think he's smart. They really trying to do it. And he think he have no repercussion for it. But you're gonna see your governor, go to jail today. You're gonna see them, but would you protect them? Will you give them what you protect them? You care about him and them, but all rights are not being defended. But our voice don't matter, right? But you're protecting him. Look at them. You're protecting the legislator that got their own opinion. Look at them all sitting with each other. Let me tell you, they don't know God. They know the power of having money in God. They don't know God. They know the power. They just use his name because they got to live off it. The understanding of it. They don't know it. They don't know it. They got to live off the understanding of it. They don't know it. They don't know. They don't know. They just go off the thinking. They don't know what they getting. Look at that. He put his faith in his people, but don't put his faith in God in sight. Look at that. I'm going to court. Let me tell you. I'm going to court, and they're going to do the same stupid racist thing. Look at them. Look what you stand for. Look at the hypocrite you stand for. Look at them. Look at the racism. God said, I told a civil right, a piece of paper don't mean nothing, but with your spirit ain't right, when you win the election, you're going to still show your true colors. Your love for me don't matter and nothing. You just love the power of me. You don't love the spirit of me, God said. You love the power of me. Look at you. You love the power of me. You love that. But Senator Ted, the mayor, Eric Johnson, think he not going to have no consequences. And City Hall and the members and the rest of them and all of the state attorneys think they're not going to be put in jail and are prosecuted. And the judges and them thinking they just getting away. This is how Joe Biden planned it. This is how they abuses their power. All right, let this become, this is how they abusing their power, right? They're getting away with it, right? With the community. They're getting away with it, right? The Texan, you don't have no love for me. You tried to play me with racism. God said, you don't have no love for me. I don't need you. And God said, when it got racism involved, tell your black people with racism, leave me alone. You will never be the same. But the same black people will try to destroy us and lie about it. Hide in the dark. Hide it because they have no love and they love themselves. They don't know God and the understanding of God. But you don't even know God too, Doug, remember? Because your employees playing with the mindset of God. I got a lot of time on my hands. And really, I really don't want them, since you pushed it, just give me, I should be seeing 1.4, 2 point something. But why should I have to fight all of these things that you're doing? But Yellow Breezy, that's the difference between me and everybody else. I don't want you. I don't want your love. And God say, We protect our country with our gifts. But sometimes God said, when I give you a gift, they don't deserve it. When you see in the spirit, that don't mean you're going to earn me and understand it. Because right now, they showing me they taking you for granted. Even your government taking you for granted. They stand behind me. They say they know me. So today, I don't give a care. Me and God don't care for me. He gave me the gift of seeing the spirit and control the mindset of the humans like to play with the mindsets. And you see racism in the Holy Spirit. We can start talking about it, we can see it. And today was a perfect example in that Walmart. Was a perfect example in that parking lot. So I tell you today, they watch you. They watch. But it's the mayor and the state attorneys go to jail for it. That's the difference. Is they going to be put to death by Texas law for participating? Is the Texas music office going to be put to death? That's the difference between me and you. Right? But they don't have love. But God said, you betray me and play me. But you want me to have a clear mind while you block me with your racial intent. But Miss West, look what Miss West's behavior is. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Look at the stupidity that's going on. God said you want people to forgive. You should family can forgive. And you do stuff. With the sense for the constant behavior. And you keep doing it. The community is still not learning their lesson. And I'm paranoid. You can't hear everything because of the echo of the cars. And people can be in the parking lot, not to be on the sidewalk. What can you do, God said? Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden needs people more than he needs God. He really don't see God. You will keep betraying something which you don't understand, and which you can't see, and which you have not seen, and which you not have proof of. When you don't have proof, you will betray it. You haven't had all of the proof there. That's the difference, Joe Biden. You haven't, and y'all haven't had all of the proof there. You're still searching for those answers. I was in Dallas County, and I got into an argument with somebody, and I went into a cell, and I told God 20 times if you was down. And I went into my cell, and I put my cover over my head, and I told God 20 times. If you was here, I still want to deny you. I still want to deny you. I had a dream. I slept. I kept the cover over my head and closed my eyes, and I dreamed, and I fell asleep. And somebody told me to get up. They took the cover after a while. They took the cover and told me to get up. I didn't see the spirit. He didn't tell name. But if I called God's name out 20 times while I was in Dallas County, what that tells you. But then when they tested me, you tested me. You tested me when you didn't need my help. You didn't need God help. You don't know God like you say you know God. You don't need, you saying you don't need God, and you say you don't need him, right? But look at you. God say you depend on numbers. No human really believes when your heart is at 50%, 60% believed in me. Like Dragon Ball Z. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. No human believes when your heart is at 50% and 60% believing in me. But God said, you the one that keep betraying me over and over again. Look at your employees. The Yellow Breezy think he's not going to be put to death by the state of Texas. Or he going to pay the judge. What's that one? They're going to get paid with racism. They're going to get paid, right? Look at the hypocrites. Look at those things. Look at them. But God say we have no meaning for those things. But they act like they on my side. They act like they on God. Look. Hey, but they willing to truly destroy God and what we understand in America. They don't want to be on our team. They don't want to be on God. Look at the hypocrites. You don't love me like you say you love me. You think a person can participate in this environment right here? Selfish environment? But I'm keep being tested time and time afterward. I don't care if they say I'm a snitch or what. I got a social security issue. And right now, Dallas in my way, and it seems like the Texas don't want to change. And it seems like America government don't want to change their little ways. I don't need you, but I refuse to let you treat me wrong, Carson. Let me tell Doug Miller something, and I'm saying this to you. If they want me to stick by the rules, they got to stick by the rules, Senator Ted. You have to stick by the rules. The business can't lie with racism. Look what they're doing right now with Yellow Breezing. Look at the hypocrites. Look at the racism they playing. You show your true colors and your lies and your hypocrites. But don't act like we believe in the same God. And don't act like I work for something and everything else. Because right now, baby, we ain't moving, going the way we want to go in the direction when our enemies stopping our progress, when they allow this racist ass nigga Yellow Breezy. God said we understand that. But you don't allow God to go on the move. You don't allow God to move. You don't allow God to move, but you allow liars and racism to move. But what your opinion stand for? God said, I will never come back. You will never understand. God said that I move spirits. I move mountains and I move spirits, and I come into the heart that is pure. But you denied me. But why they instead of trying to play with me? Why they instead of trying to play with my intelligence? Why your community first they did it, a state governor? I want nothing to do with you, man. First they did it. Governor Abbott did it. The courtroom did it. Now the judge gonna be trying to do it. Hey, let me tell you something. He don't know the love of God. I don't care how bad you do me wrong. God are always gonna be in me. I never go around there. You know what I mean? I never do those things. But you don't understand it. But they want me to stay around here. We forgive, baby, but we gotta close all doors. I have to close all doors. I have to close all doors, baby. And you in my way. You in my way. Texas in my way. They in God's way of closing doors. You in my way. The racist government and Social Security that don't want to change. You in my way. You with them. You showing me you with them. You with the community. And let me tell you one thing God told me to say something. The community at the business, they are part of the jobs, right? You got the community and you got jobs. You got the community, and the community work with the business. So there's a racism. At the community go to the business and I'm walking out, is racism, right? I told you no, I'm not taking no more tests. And I told you no. And you're going to define that order. There's going to be a lot of bull crap going on. So God's saying, I wish Texas a lot of luck. I wish them a lot of luck. That black guy has something to go. God said, I don't need you either. Don't have faith in me. That little black employee, I don't need you either. But don't test me. Don't test me playing with my mindset. Now, look, I want to tell people don't know nothing about me. But you deny God. Look at you, man. Look at you. And look at you. God is, let me tell you something. God is protecting. You know what that Carrollton police said at your Walmart? That spirit is not your own. God don't have to move the spirit all the way out the body. His spirit is so big that he can contain it and keep the spirit of somebody else, and he can contain it. But one guy said in the car in my community, I miss for believing in God. They say this guy was going in the community saying this about me. Why can't I've been going? I told my mama I'm at later 17. Me and my mama leaving court, and my mama didn't know that the people that done me wrong was taunting me in the car going across the bridge. And I seen their spirit after Miss West did what they did to me. And I told my mama, we've been going to church since we was kids. You know, one thing I understand with my son, and I told my mama, he don't have to, my mama told my son, me that my son don't have to go to church. I said, my brother's grandma used to carry us out, so we didn't have a choice. We used to have to go to Sunday school, go to thing, and slept in a regular church after work. So I had to be carried out there. My like they don't even know I had to be carried. I didn't have a choice. And this little dude telling me he get a choice to go to church, and I didn't have a choice. Grandma said that. My brother grandma told me, well, you can cry all you want. You going to church. Tiger big, and he carried me. Tiger big, and he carried me on there. Like, man, me and my brothers got different. Me and my little brother, we got different. And my other brother got a different grandma. But she was like our grandma, though. She was like our second grandma. And the church is 3 doors down. We stayed 3 doors down. We stayed 3 doors down. Grandma used to carry me. I'm like, oh, like, you going your butt to church. You catch a whipping, you going to church. She gonna get out there and go to church. My mom used to always work sometime, but we going to church. Sagittarius horoscope for November. I got so much negativity going on that is not even funny. But don't play with my mom thinking behind son. They did me wrong and they expect me not to fight back. They expect me not to fight back. The community is, they don't got no sugar in these. How supposed to drink a thing with no sugar? You don't got no calories in it. It's 30 calories. You don't got no. Man, look, I'm not gonna even be hyped with these things. Where's sugar at? Coke Zero. This the only one that got sugar in this, man. Like, all right. All right, Lord of mercy. I'm not. All right. Coke Zero. Zero sugar. Hold up. my other doctor in Plano told me to stay away from these drinks. Told me to stay away from these drinks. I have diabetes. He told me, told me to stay away from it. So, I'm really feeling like I'm in a relationship dealing with my lawyer right now. Arguments. I really feel like right now I'm really in a frustrating place with her, and I gotta deal with it. I gotta deal with it, man. I'm like, man, I'm really getting in a tough space right now, dealing with a lot of childish behavior, man. I'm dealing with a lot of childish behavior, and I shouldn't have to deal with this stuff, man. Yeah, they said you can miss out on true love. I haven't seen true love yet. I don't see it. Yeah, I always said it. Look, and she be saying some good stuff. I like her, but she be saying some good stuff, and I like her sometimes. She got a good podcast sometimes, and I like her. I love her horoscope, but some of the horoscope people be saying it be off the damn chain. It be off the damn chain. You know what I'm saying? It be off the chain. But you're not learning your lesson, though. You're not. I don't see nobody learning their lesson over here. It's like I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a lot of craziness right now, man. I'm dealing with a lot of behavior, and and they still willing to talk. I told you no. I told you no, and people are pushing it. Now, if I tell somebody no, the community gonna stop playing, man. They gonna stop playing with my mindset. They really gonna stop playing. Your Walmart thing. I'm trying to hold it together right now, and I'm holding it together. But you're testing me. Now. I'm not gonna watch no woman play and try to get my attention. I don't see the devil. You hear me? But you want too much of my attention. Your little behavior on your little house doing too much for me. And think I'm supposed to be hallucinating or something. Ooh, he supposed to be hallucinating. Ooh, but I told you, he got to be hallucinating. He see demons or whatever. Oh, hey, look, man. Demons don't damn exist. And I'm not hallucinating, but your human not gonna play with my behavior. And let me tell you, and what I seen out there, the spirit was very calm. She showed no deception, but she wanted my attention. Now the guy was something different today. The guy was something different. It was something different today, right? The guy was something actually different today, right? No, sometimes God said you only fight from your country and your spirit. And I'm ready to go back into hiding because y'all don't deserve me. I don't. Cause me and God is ready to go back into hiding. Me and God God is talking to me right now. He's giving me this. We ready to go back into hiding. You ain't ready. Y'all got some problems. And God said, "We ready to go back into hiding." I think it's time. This happened put too far along. And let me tell you, when I go to hiding, after I finish this, we're gonna go to hiding. We ain't gonna be seen no more. That's what we're gonna do. That's all of this. After this over, I think y'all got the biggest problem here. Me and God said y'all really don't deserve, but y'all got some problem, and y'all need some. They need some help, and I'm not got to deal with this anymore. And people, I wish you the best of luck. God bless all of the Walmart CEOs. God bless everybody on Instagram. They say they wanted me at the table. God bless y'all. God bless everybody. God, I hope everybody stays safe and love and harmony. And I meant that. I meant everything I said. Meant that from the heart. God bless every Walmart employee, even though their behavior show different. I wish, even though their behavior show different, people can be reasoned with. Moses' brother in Egypt can be reasoned with. Moses can't be reasoned with. Can be reasoned with. Can be actually reasoned with. Hey, you gotta understand it. But you need to stop with it, people. You need to stop with it. Y'all are so got some damn issue. You have to do better than that. You're really gonna have to do better than that. The hey, they really got some like they tell you to fight. You know that thing they tell you follow my hand. Follow this. Whoa, whoa. God, I want you to follow. Tell me to be your father. My doctor's been doing that when I go to health care. When I go to health care. That's something I had doctors that do it. Roll up. I'm not gonna keep dealing with it. See, you keep doing it. And you're gonna do something. Hey, they're gonna do something stupid. They're gonna do something stupid again. Hey, tell that girl to stop playing with my intelligence. Tell your employee stop playing with my intelligence. She acted mighty calm. I didn't see no jealousy, no plot with jealousy, but she wanted my attention. Tell them, come on. The behavior is so much different from them, right? God said the other employees' behavior is so much different from them. She just wanted my attention. Her spirit was calm. Her eyes looked some type of way, but her spirit was calm. Dougman Miller. I tried to just talk to everybody. I have tried with Social Security. I have tried with you. I have tried to be the best. I tried to just not go beyond and beyond. I have tried for understanding and people listening. I have tried every single thing. You know what I told Jessica before I left her clock? I told her when she was on the phone texting and talking. And you know what I told my baby mama? I was going to sue you if you don't teach me. Look at you. Look how pitiful you is. Look how understanding you is. And she looked at me when I saw her facial expression of her face and her spirit. Right? I guess we gotta understand it, right? I guess we gotta understand it. Boosie think I'm really getting paid, right? Boosie think I'm really somebody paying me. You really, that's what you don't understand. That's what you don't understand, right? But you really think you got it figured out. I haven't seen my justice. I'm talking about justice. You're talking about somebody paying, people talking about stupid behavior. I'm talking about justice. For laughing and taunting and collecting abuse. Boosie ain't talking about nothing. But Trump put me in this situation. But he depend on his people, but don't depend on God. God has sight. He had vision. But you had know those vision and with these human doings. And you had to lock God up. But God was here, you had locked him up. Be honest with you. I want Joe Biden to be honest with me. I want him to really be honest with me. You'll lock God up. I bet you they'll lock God up. I bet you there's a lot going up. I bet you they do. Hmm. But don't play with my mindset, man. Really, don't you do it. Don't you do it, man. That's a little bad little behavior. Come on. You really think that's my mind not powerful? You gotta really understand it. I'm not seeing no more doctors, and if they shooting, and I'm not told her on a civil right. You see, me messing in the Justice Department wasn't good enough for you, and you define that order. So when I sued the Justice Department for crimes, letting racism put that in, and I don't give it for crimes, and I sued them for it, for taking my rights. And Google told me I can't sue them. Why? Because of that. For letting that piece of crap governor act, letting them racist people put me in that situation, letting your lies put me in that situation. Hey, Doug Miller want no part of me. He had to lie to get it, lie on me to get it. You never wanted me that. I mean, you got a racial agenda. You're a narcissist. And the people that sit with you, you never wanted me in the beginning, but you got black employees there. That means that they racist too, right? They don't know God either. God said you can have my flag up. When I told Moses to paint the wall with blood, he know the non-believer was gonna be amongst it. Your flag mean nothing. God said your spirit mean everything to me. Your flag mean nothing, but your spirit mean nothing to me. God said, let him keep laughing. Let him keep doing what he's doing. I have been mighty patient with everybody. You didn't want to be listened to. And somebody had to step in for you to listen. Trump had to step in for you to listen. Come on, we could have handled this when I called when I was on the clock. We could have handled this in a nice way when I called when I was on the clock. Even when I was on there, I tried to talk to you. But that didn't matter to you, right? That didn't matter to you. You didn't even take the time, right? You didn't even take the time to hear me out. But God, let me tell you something. Orion said something in church in the city. Said something in church in the city. He said something in church in the city. He said, every man lies. Let me tell him something. I want him to know. It's not about what you think I'm lying or not. It's about when I stepped before God and I did the same thing he would have did. That's what it's about. If I did the same thing he did, and he would have said, you did the same thing I would have did. You had sight. You had understanding. But Capitol Hill know what's going on. They still participate in your lives. But they participate in your lives. Let me tell you something. The worst thing in love you can find in love life, having people leftovers and not finding something where you can call home. But the worst thing you can find, and that's the worst thing, and finding a woman that can keep her baby daddy separate from anything and keep professional. So so these things are with that situation. That's the worst thing that we can. That's the worst thing we can do. You got to find a woman that have a kid, but not gonna put her baby daddy in so much drama. And baby daddy drop the kids off. You drop the kid. We go to the car, drop the kids. Bam. We don't have to the kid come and pick up. Nah, and that's it. A woman don't know how to keep that separate. But you test that, and women take us for granted. And people, say you're gonna come up. Oh, God said, look at it. You kill me, you kill God, you kill those understanding because you have the hatred. God never did say he would die for us. You hear me? He never did say it. He'll die for us again. He never did say he'll die for us again. Maybe he can walk amongst us one day. And it seemed like it's going to be another billion centuries till somebody coming. It's going to be another billion centuries till he actually walk. Look at them. They depend on racism. But they depend on them. They depend on their jobs and their connection, but they don't truly understand God. But they depend on them. Trust me, I forgive. And we got all the problems going on. But you the liar, right? This new chapter I'm starting is something me and God gonna do without Walmart. And trust me, I have a lot. You betrayed what you couldn't understand. But Joe Biden want me to talk, and they constantly being racist and all of them. They got evil and other people opinions. Still this evil, this wondering. Agitators, agitating. This what they want. This what the community want. Get me removed. This what stubborn racist behavior wants. Family that don't agree on the same value points as you. They want you to get kicked out because they care about themselves or they lean and be selfish. Want you to go to the bottom of the map while you argue with family and you have different opinions. I see it all too well. And they stalling. No more stalling. And I told them no more Texas, one stall. And Boosie can kill no more stalling. I'm tired of arguing with stupid behavior. I'm getting tired of arguing with racism Walmart. I'm getting tired of arguing with racism Kroger's. I'm getting tired of arguing with a Social Security. Just want to hear they people and Senator Ted want to hear their people voice. right? Those things are what we can't understand. We have to live that life, and we have to live it. But I understand this word. That's why I tell God I want to keep coming back. Because you know what? Y'all cowards. Y'all can't stand for what is right. Y'all cowards. And you will always lose. You only win with money. You protect life, but you don't protect hope. You protect life, but you don't protect hope. You don't protect truth and understanding, but you protect life. You protect certain ones, but you don't protect hope and understanding and belief. But you protect certain life that still don't believe. One thing I tell you, my love for God would never die. My love for the heavens, so even with my family up in there in the heavens, it will never die. And that's something you will never understand. But you talking about you have love, but you betray that trust. You denied God the first time you said no. But God said, why should we accept you when you denied us? When Texas racists lied and you with your lies. But you want us to fit in while they fit in and have fun. God said, you would still let them fit in. So God said, if you're willing to betray me again with lies and racism, and this is how Trump and them want to play it, and your black people want to play it with the white, and Trump care about himself and his people, and the black and the white. If you're willing to betray God again in the spirit, let's sit up there and say, Douglas Miller, God said you will never see my heavens and see my world. You hear me? And I put this on the Holy Bible. You will never see my world on the Holy Bible that I got in front of you. You will never see my heavens and see me and know me with your racism and your lies and the people that you stand for. So God said we're going to keep getting betrayed. And Governor Abbott and Texas Music Office, they're going to keep betraying God, the Spirit of God. Let's give a little toast what black people and white people stand for in the community. That's racist, that can't understand something. Let's give them a little toast. Sometimes, black hatred. We got to sit right. God sat at the table before, because they ain't trying to change. They ain't trying to change at all. They ain't trying to change at all. That's the difference. And Trump, that's sad, and they laugh about it. Look at him. Look at the hypocrites. I see the spirits that stand by Trump. Donald Trump. I can rap, trust me. But they have taken us for granted with no understanding of it. Hey, but God said if you're going to be willing to portray him, when God stood on the cross, he said, forgive them for their sins. That, people think I'd be judging them. Let me tell you something. A happiness, understanding. That's all I have is happiness. But let me tell you something. Hey, you betraying God in the spirit. That's why we have this drink, right? Because you betraying God in the spirit again. He's not here in his body, but he's in the spirit. And you betraying him again. You got to betray him again. Texas about to betray him again. But hey, Matt just said you about to betray him. He said at the table why they get betrayed again, right? I'm gonna tell you what I told these kids and what I mean. When I mean I told these kids they can have me. When they believe in God, they got me and they got God. How can we lose if we got that? How can we lose and we have each other? How can we lose when we believe in each other? When I say they got me, you have to understand the meaning of what I'm saying. You have to understand the meaning of those things, or understanding those things, or the meaning of those things. How can we lose with those things? How can we lose in an understanding? So, if a kid believe in God, they have me, and nothing we can't do when we believe in your dreams. Nothing we can't do. When you close your eyes, that you think that this blank, but think what you want to believe in. Think of what you're most dreaming when you close your eyes for 10 minutes. You don't even have to be dreaming. But think for 10 minutes and think what you're doing for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, think what you're doing. Think what you're doing for 10 minutes. You need to think what you're doing for 10 minutes. You need to think what you're doing for 10 minutes. That's what you need to think what you're doing for 10 minutes and understand what are you doing for 20. Think what you're doing. Just close your eyes and think what you're doing. If you're thinking about clouds, heavens, what you want to think about it, dream about it. You got to cut the light off sometimes. You got to dream about it. You got to understand it. Those dreams, understand when you close your eyes and dream it. Just dream a cloud. Dream of what you want to dream of. Dream of those things. No, the most important thing we have to understand what the consequences of everything is and what we put together to make those things and how we are today. But I can't keep doing these things in these formats. I have a lot of strength in me, and God won't allow me to die. But I'm not going to go into back and forth into the arguments with the enemy that don't believe in God, that don't believe in the purpose of him and everything that we stand for. I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't matter who wins, but let me tell you something. We all win at the end of the day. Because when we believe in God, you're right. We talked. When we believe in God, that can be more powerful than anything we ever met. But remember this, my spirit ain't gonna die, and God's spirit ain't gonna die. I say in the White House, we should have an eternal flame. That eternal flame should be lit always. That eternal flame should be lit. You know that guy Trump was sitting with, he told me about a girl that I met. And he said he think that girl liked me. The guy from a different, you don't even know he's been watching me. He told me about the girl that I was meeting. He said, God said, we don't know where we come in the right dimension. So people would do stuff right now. It's a confusion track. God said, it's confusion, right? You got Republican, you got Democrat. But what's the sense that when we believe in God? Why should we lose? What's the difference? What we standing for? What God said? What can we? What are we losing when we believe in God? What are we losing? I used to run a lot, and when I run. My mama friend. He said he's always running. He ain't jogging. That boy ain't jogging. He running. I used to run really fast, and when I run, I put my hand over. I'm out of breath, and I stopped running. I put my hand over my heart. I said, I got this, and I can go the distance. And I breathe, and I put my hand over my heart and say, I got this. When you put your hand over your heart and say, you got this, what do that mean? When you putting your hand over your heart and say you got that, I mean you got this. You believe in the Holy Spirit. You believe in your heart. You talking to your heart. You talking to your mind, your body. That means your body. When you talk to your body, you talk to your lungs. You talk to your heart. It won't allow you to give up. It will allow you to keep running faster and faster. And then you stop and go back at it again. Those things is the purpose of those things, of what we truly mean and what we truly have. You know, I used to sit at 2996, and I used to be in the back room a lot. And in the back at Automotives, you know, I had a great relationship with them. And I used to be in the back of Automotives a lot. And I used to go sit in this back by this hill, and I sit back there. And I got the little grass by the thing, but it's by the thing, and I sit back there and I put my jacket down on my brake and I breathe in and out, put my jacket and I breathe. I go over this, step over this little rail thing at 2996, and I go over this little rail and I put it on the YouTube. I put it on the ocean of birds. I already hit the cars. And I just breathe in and out, and I just sit down and I breathe. And I enjoy my birthday. I enjoy my birthday. So when I get back in after going behind Automotives and I go climb over that thing and I go behind Automotives, over there at Automotives, and I climb and I sit behind there and I get in that little grass where that hill at 2996, and I put my little vest down and just sit out there. Sometimes, some days I just hit a car to hit a rain. And some days I put it on and I let the oceans hit, and I let the oceans and all of that goes. And sometimes you just gotta hit those things and breathe and harmony and just breathe in and out. I said, God, bring me more energy. And I said, God, give me more energy. And people don't like that. And I was in Automotives, and they be and I be doing suicides. I was doing suicides. People in Automotives wanted to race me. I be having so much energy, and I be like, man, I'm just doing this. At least I bet you I can beat you. They don't have like you can even we can have like Walmart events, like Walmart events, like they do like bag racing and stuff like that, suicide races, and everybody needs to start doing it, like having events like that. Like everybody, like every Walmart employee having big party events, like we're gonna do suicide little thing, jumping that. We need to just start having Walmart need to start having no events, like events, something like um Special Olympics or something. We need to really, really do something where everybody can, like every Walmart CEO companies can come involved and everybody can be active with each other and have food. It can be a big gathering. We have games, we have all of these things running, all of these things jumping over stuff like special. And we need to have that one big thing and all of those things. Those something that can be big. At Walmart, the thing gonna have Madden. Everybody be on Madden basketball. We can have so much fun that everybody come together. That can be so much fun. Also, you don't see at Walmart where when I was 14 years old, every when I worked at Big Lots, people I went with my school and I was a stocker, and Renee lied with her racist self because they still asked me to come on. You still want to be a stocker? You still want to come back and work in front of you again? And Renee just a hypocrite. You got hypocrites from people. And she still asked me to come back at Big Lots. She still asked me to come back when I was 14 and working. You just got hypocrite and racism. You just got racism and hypocrite that judge you. I don't want those type of people that throw stone on you and don't give you that never seeing how you work. You judge somebody without even getting them to get a chance on the floor. Let me tell you something. When I met Steve, and I'm gonna tell you, Steven can deny this all he want. The racist white man with the black man can deny this all he want. But when we first did the palette, we get a product from the back room and it's off the shelves. And he asked me, Huber, I want you to put something this way and put this on the shelf. And then I did it perfect. And then he took it down and he did it the same way. That's racist. That's man judge. And it's the same thing with Yvonne. All right, if Jessica can see me zone, right? And before Charles come in there and he see me, she like he would come in there. I want you to see you zone. But Yvonne laughed. All Jessica did is smile. But why the hypocrite when you got Yvonne racism and you dealing with that? And Jessica took the picture. I need you to zone something, right? I've been to do something, but your black and white employees is the problem. The charge is the problem. They the problem. You want to talk about things where we got hypocrites and racism. When I met Charles, I'm gonna tell you something. When I met Charles and Artis, you got 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right. One person at the end. I'm at the end of the table. He at the end. He telling everybody the good things they can do. But he looking at me with racism in the spirit. But I'm crazy for seeing the spirit behavior of a racist man and his employees. But I'm crazy. I'm the one that's crazy for a man that never was going to give me a chance and kept lying to me every time, that never was going to give me a chance with his black employees. How can I understand that? Why can I understand that? You a coward, but you don't need my help. But you sit up there and I watch your pictures and everything you stand for, right? What type of man that don't even give a man a chance and they see the things he didn't do and still deny? Oh, they seen what I can do. They ain't dumb at that 12, 16. They saw what I can do. They ain't dumb. Your hypocrites employees ain't dumb, you hear me? I do the same thing they did. They ain't dumb, Doug Miller. I'm calling your racist company out and your black people out. They ain't dumb at all, you hear me? They know what I can do. They know I can stop. They know I can do the things. Tell them to tell the truth. Tell that racist black man and Russell and Stephen them the truth. Tell them to tell the truth. When they see where, tell Yvonne them and Felicia, tell them to tell the truth. Tell them to tell the truth. Tell them to tell the truth, man. Tell them to tell the truth. They know what I can do. When Greg saw me and doing the electric power jack, they know it. They still judge. They still, the own blacks still had their own opinion. We are not the same. And Texas is doing the same thing that you're doing, but stopping my progress, stopping me from moving on. My mama don't understand. We got to move somewhere where things under the grass. Well, God said we are not the same. We can't be in the same community where we don't have understanding. And God said you are different from them for what they stand for. But they ain't dumb, Doug Miller. Your employees ain't dumb at 12-16. You hear me? They ain't dumb at all. You hear me? You only sorry that you got caught. Look at you. You didn't want to hear me out on the clock. I left you messages, right? But you the hypocrite, right? I thought this was different, right? But you only sorry because Trump stepped in. Then you pull that act on. You pull that act in front of Joe Biden. You pull that act in front of Joe Biden. Come on, man. I meant what I told the Justice Department. You only doing that because you sorry because Joe Trump stepped in. You a hypocrite. You a hypocrite, man. You and your corporate office, but you a lie. You a lie and say you need God. Huh. Huh. Then your employees still want to play those games with the customers. You scared of change. I told you they gonna. I said, God said when I sit at the throne, they gonna. You know what they gonna do? They gonna leave. Our own black ain't trying to understand it. They ain't trying to understand God. I bet you they leave. I bet you they go to hip hop, the same people that been racist. I bet you they leave, God said. No, I was gonna be, if I was gonna get a tape, I was gonna be to operate a disability and hiring people to do disability CBLs and check and get the job done. There's a lot of things that I was gonna do on operations of that. Me and God had a lot of things, the planning for each store. But you scared, your employees scared. You scared of what you can't understand, right? Right? And these things gotta understand. You know, one thing I would let my kid know before anything, and let the history show. That lady that act up in the parking lot, I don't want my son going around trying to fit in and beat up an elderly lady, to beat up a disability. The way she acted, it makes people stand with racism. I seen something. You know, a lady called me selfish and Addison when I was cutting out the call with my son in 2019. No, she's selfish. You know how she's selfish? She know when employees and people doing disability wrong, and they fight for themselves. Me and Sabina in Carrollton, Texas, we handle our issue. And me and her dad we've been having arguments since we was kids. And right now she said something about her dad said it's not time for us to be together. We've been arguing since kid, and me and her been having arguments, and me and them been having arguments. I could never grieve. Sometimes we cry over hurting someone we love and we didn't meant to hurt them. And we have to understand when you see a woman drop a tear and you love them, that's pain. That's understanding that pain. And you gotta live with that. God said you can't take your life, but you gotta live with it. You have to understand it. You know, you have to understand the meaning of those things. That's stuck in my head with when I was a kid and I had to, see somebody I love when I'm in dating and going to school. See, Dylan Miller, I'm gonna tell you something. Before you hired me on first time, I'm gonna tell you, I failed to be a greeter, and you did not ask me. Your 1216 did not ask me all the things to be a greeter. Did not ask me about the customers. Did not ask me about my personality. Did not ask me those things. So I got denied to be a greeter. That was my first interview with you. But the questions wasn't getting asked. And I got a great personality. But when I got the second time, your employees started talking trash and Charles started being racist. You can identify it. But you know what Joe Biden said? You know what Governor Abbott said? Everybody have equal opportunity. He told a lie. Look at what you're doing. Look at what Kroger's did, He told a lie, right? Hey, but they still gonna win. It seemed like, the courtroom, hey, you got some buddies. You got a little racism with the black politics and the people in the community and stuff, right? But remember, God more stronger than you. And God gonna protect me. He's gonna protect the mind and the spirit of me. But tell your employees and your customers, don't play with my mindset. I went to Newman Smith High School. My teacher speaks silent with CFB Carrollton, Texas. And my teacher taught me body language of my classmates speaking silent. And I used to stand 15 feet and watch my classmates. And watch the body motion of my classmates. You will never understand God. They got to portray God again and they don't even know it. But let the courtroom do what they do. We toasted that of betraying God in the spirit and not understanding Him. Hey, it's not about as a lie. It's about look, we got angels. We got everything that we need. Your auntie can be on the side of you and God can be right inside of you. And you can have another angel in the front of you and another angel behind you. And you have another angel on the top of you, walking right on this. But you can have God on the top of you. But we are constantly losing Him. Look, I didn't want to do this, but you have forced me to step up. And when Miss Judge Kennedy said, he talked about, girl, lady, I've been using computers since I was in even when I graduated middle school in Plano, and I graduated school at Newman Smith and New Orleans, I've been using computers. So I never needed bam bam like who to tell me what website to get on. Bam bam bam. I search for it and I get it. I get the job done. That ain't nothing. I get the job done. I use it and I search them. Me and my teachers taught us how to have a user thing. Now I was in Willie Ben Mall and these students after school when they in a program and nothing to do with high school, but they're in this program and they take computer class and do all of these things. And I see I didn't really need it because I learned how to work the computer like when I was in Newman Smith and teachers. And we did different stuff on the computers and stuff, typing things and doing stuff like that. And I didn't really need all of that when I went to Newman Smith. We always had computers. Like we were so different from everybody. Like when we go to job sites and you see, they need to start having that at Walmart, like schools coming there and managers showing them the way and how they work. Kids showing kids how they work and showing them how to get a job and team. Because I had that as a teenager. Like I had that experience. I'm going to thrift stores. I'm going to big lots, and we doing stuff, going to compare jobs. And I had to go and they teaching us job skills and we learning job things. We just can't teach the equipment. But we have big lots employees show us how to watch us and show us how to do things. And that was the most greatest experience that I had in school. My theater teacher, my co-op teacher was the cheerleader coach, like that take us to jobs and stuff. And I watched her like I didn't even get. I'm gonna tell you something. Like when we played at the nursing home with people, I didn't even get hired. Like literally hired at the nursing home twice. But I had to watch and observe my teachers and watch and observe them because that's bigger than me. People are very picky, and just because you get along with the when your chemistry going at the Brookhaven nursing home going good with the old folks doesn't mean certain individual are like you. So even when I left Newman Smith and I went to another school, they still did the same thing. So we had to understand like, oh heck, they not for me. They're not for me. And I was in downtown Texas, downtown Carrollton. And they got this place called EPI. They put me in there and they put me, we don't need you. Because they racist. And you dealing with that. You dealing with that shit. But when we talking about tax dollar, Trump started it. But we have the opinion when somebody pull you in an interview, EPI in downtown Carrollton, and people can't take it or who they are and what they standing for. And what they standing for. You know what I'm saying? So let people, if I'm a yak, they using me. I'm tired, man. Let me tell you, I'm just tired of bullshit. Nigga want a little free. And hatred don't see it. Hatred. And Trump put me in this situation. So people think I'm gonna tell you something. Things are gonna be in a very calm room. Me and Sabina we set our problems and that's good. But knowledge is power, And right now you are really, really testing that thing. We got a lot of things to do. And you will never understand it. Like you'll never understand God, the fight that we have. No, once this stuff is over with Social Security, once this thing over, you know, we can just drop the conversation after this. But they still want to carry this on And people instead of acting like a dummy and what they did me in Dallas and Yellow Breeze and them did me. They steady acting like a dummy. But who gonna ride with God? But you know, God tell me, unless we go to war, that's the only time I need to fight the battles, and put myself in an army suit. But remember this, I'm not hallucinating, partner. And God not hallucinating when we see the spirit of our enemy. Nobody keep it. Hey, God said they willing to lie and not understand the price that they paying. And then Texas, racism trying to sweep it under the rug with the black and white. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, but God said, I could read you a Bible verse in here, right? I can't read you a Bible verse though. But there's other things.